went out to get a pack of cigarettes, but I left my wallet at home. Yeah, that's me. I'm getting old. My name is Sonny Featherland, an investigator for 20 years, and once the star of the predatory division of the Clawville Police Department, one half of the legendary Chicken Police. But buying a pack of smokes is more than I can handle right now. Maybe I should just lay low. Yeah, I'll do that. The most colorful place in the wilderness. For all the gods, what bullshit. The last clucking color left this city years ago. And slowly I'll turn gray too. Still, what do I expect? We're living in a vast experiment, and don't even notice that everything got clucked up a long time ago. We believe in this wonderland of peaceful coexistence. Wolves and sheep, chickens and hounds. Yeah, sure, why not? It's just ridiculous. The dog eats the chicken. It's in our nature. I'm not propping up the illusion anymore. 121 days, and it's over. Retirement. What could possibly go wrong? Crap. My office lock is a piece of shit if a dame can pick it. She stood in the darkness. The light painted stripes on her body. It whispered secret little things that were never there in the first place. But she was no zebra. Reality was just a light switch away. Elizabeth or Charlotte? I was sure she'd have a sophisticated-sounding name. She had a bygone look in her eyes, older than this ancient building, and perhaps the whole city itself. Or maybe I'm just drunk. But she was the first womanly thing in my place for a long time, so I had to give her a chance.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Deborah. Miss Deborah Ibanez.
You're mistaken, ma'am.
Oh, really? Please enlighten me, Mr. Featherland.
I'm not a private eye. I'd recommend Mr. Philmar Lowe instead of me. He's a nice guy.
Believe me, Mr. Featherland, it's not an accident I came to you.
Look, miss, I work for the police, and I'm currently on leave. I couldn't accept private commissions even if I wanted to.
Am I that easy to read?
That's my job. But tell me, since you've invited yourself in...
I don't usually drink.
Well, I've gotta have one. And it'd be rude of me to drink alone. So, maybe some sherry?
If you insist. But bourbon, please.
Ah, thank the wild ones. That's all I have.
What a coincidence.
So come on, spill it from the beginning. That's better. Now, if I understand correctly, your mistress is receiving threats. What kind of threats, exactly?
It's a very strange matter. First, there were letters. Then it came printed on a wine bottle's label, sent as a gift. Then carved into...
I think it's time to dig a little deeper. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you some...
Please. That's why
I must be cautious and smart. This dame seems shy, which I can use to my advantage. But I must be careful about what I say to her, or I can scare her off. Let's start gently, and when the time comes, we can go in hard. Who exactly are you, ma'am?
I'm not somebody important, Mr. Featherland.
You're important enough to deal with such a delicate matter, right?
I carry out the wishes of my employer, nothing more. This means simple paperwork, most of the time.
You've been thrown into deep water, sweetheart. Tell me, can you even swim?
Believe me, this is just as unpleasant for me as it is for you.
Tell me, which part of the city do you live in? Calavera Hills?
Look, I don't want to answer that. I'm here...
Fair point, Deborah. Let's try a different approach. Why did you have to visit me this particular...
I have my reasons. I may look like a silly little fawn, and maybe I am.
I don't doubt that for a second, miss.
This day is essential to my mistress, and she thought it's all...
A message in itself, for sure. But to be honest, even you...
You know what? I'll just take that as a compliment, even if it wasn't meant to...
Why did you come to visit me? Why not your employer herself?
My employer is Miss Natasha Katsenko. She hasn't been leaving her...
How so?
Miss Natasha is afraid. She's scared because of those...
So she's that kind of woman.
I don't know what you mean.
Of course you do, Deborah. Thank you, by the way. We avoided the point long enough. Deborah's hiding something, no question. What exactly did you expect by coming here to meet me?
I expected your help. Just...
Well, that's very nice. But have you seen this neighborhood? Have you seen this wreck called a hotel?
Someone reliable.
Well, I am reliable.
And discreet.
That's right.
And thorough.
No question about that.
And has a heart of gold.
Okay, let's stop it right there. Are you in some sort of jam?
Nothing of the sort. There are simply...
Then you're wasting my time.
I trust your instincts.
Yeah, and I have no other choice.
To be honest, no, Mr.
Don't you think this whole thing is a little...
Look, Santino.
I have no doubt about that. You look just the type, sweetheart. No offense.
I'll take that as a compliment. Or maybe I'll...
You see, we're starting to understand each other. If you won't come clean, what's the point of all this?
But, Mr. Feather...
I'm sorry, sweetheart, but I'm with...
Please, just think again. For me...
Tell me, Deborah, why should I believe you at all?
Because my mistress...
Should that be enough?
If you really like what she thinks you are...
Damn, what can I say to that?
Look, I didn't mean to back you.
You have a way with words, sweetheart.
No, not for the word.
Smart answer. Be honest and tell me what you're so afraid of.
You know, Mr. Featherland, my mistress's partner is Hobart...
Ibn Wessler, the Kingpin.
Exactly.
Feathery gods, help me.
So you get it now.
To put it mildly, I think I understand it all. West. Why don't you take it to the police? Just go there and file a report. Photos, flashing lights, fingerprints. You know the drill.
Please, take a...
Well, okay. Let's see.
I know Molly very well. Please note this when deciding whether or not to accept my assignment. I know...
I felt like I'd been hit on the back of my head with a blackjack. Reality tilted. Molly. Good gods. What was her name doing there? I glanced at the opposite wall with the well-worn picture frames. Like an eternally dark hole in the wall. A missing piece. She was wearing a light silk dress.
Mr. Featherland? Santino.
What the hell is this supposed to mean?
I don't know anything, Mr. Santino. My mistress told me to give this to you.
Oh, of course I understand, Miss Ibanez. I get it very well. But this case...
Blackmail?
Don't play innocent with me.
But...
All right. When can...
Visit? Me?
Not you. Miss...
Oh, yes. You can find her...
Didn't you tell me she's not the social kind? That she's especially unsociable? Or does she...
No, she's really not like that. But...
Judging by the flyer, it must be a very busy club.
I'm sure you'll have no trouble finding Miss Katsenko. But there's...
Let me guess. Mr. Wessler better not know about...
Exactly. How did you...
20 years experience, ma'am. Oh, and please...
It was a pleasure to meet you, Sonny.
I'll talk about the rest with Ms. Katsenko in person. A good friend of mine would be happy to take you home if...
I'd appreciate that, Sonny.